y'all, so I just finished doing Uber Eats around the 34th Street, 42nd Street area, and I can tell you guys, this area for walking, I didn't really like it because I was expecting the tips to be higher than when I do it around Wall Street, 14th Street, or even like 79th Street around there, 89th Street. I only got one person to tip today. I made 6 trips today, and only made one tip of like $4. So I only made like $40 something. With 6 trips, what I made yesterday around 14th Street as a walker was about $60 something. And the orders were really good because it was nighttime. Granted, I probably would have hit the $60 to $100 range around here had I started a little earlier. I had to go to DSW and get myself some more Crocs because I feel like that's what helps me do the deliveries when I'm walking. Are my amazing Crocs. So I don't want to walk over there because there's people eating, so let me just go back this way. But if a word of advice, if you're gonna be around 34th Street area, 42nd Street, 23rd Street, around there, and you're gonna be a walker, start early because it starts slowing down pretty quickly down here, and not everybody tips. So I think I'm gonna stay in the 14th Street area. However, for the purpose of my videoing and showing you guys my experiences around the city, I'll go to different locations. But for this week, I think I'm gonna just stay on 14th Street only because I have to make the points. And I'm like 140 something points away from being, I think it's diamond or platinum or something like that when you stay at Uber. Right now I'm platinum, so because I want to stay at the 300 points, I'm 140 something points away. And if I do at least 25 points or obtain 25 points every day that I do the Uber between now and the 30th, I should be good to go. However, I want to reach that by Sunday, and by tomorrow I want to get to $300 as a walker. Is not so bad, right? That's not bad at all, especially because I've been doing it every day. I think the less that I've done, I think, was the $41 that I made in Brooklyn. So this area right here is faster to get the orders, but nobody's tipping. So it kind of reminded me of that situation. Nobody's tipping around here that I know of as a walker. As a biker, this used to be my area. When I used to be on my bike and on my scooter, this was my area to make the most money. And the good thing about Uber is that if you start here and they know that your address is in Washington Heights or the Bronx, they'll push you up. So by the time you're done doing your deliveries, you're closer to home than what you thought you were going to be, which was fantastic for me. I think that worked out for me. That's how Uber worked out for me as a biker. That was my experience. As a walker, this area is not so good. This is the first time that I do walking Uber Eats in the city around 34th Street area. Right now I'm on 40th Street and I'm walking to the train station to catch the train home. It's around like 10 o'clock. I started at around 7. So between 7 and 10, I only made $42 and only one person tipped. So that's not good. It's either that or it was a slow day, which I doubt because the orders, I saw people, getting orders. But it's mostly for people that are on bikes and in cars because it's like longer distances. And when you do Uber Eats, you can only do, I think it's 1.3 miles or something. There's like there's a limit to the amount of distance that you can do as a walker, or that's permitted for you to do as a walker. But maybe I'll try it again tomorrow, and I'll just get off of the train, leave at exactly 3:30. Hopefully somebody makes it for their shift, because that's what happened to me today. I had to cover for somebody, and then I also had to go to DSW and get Crocs, because if you want to be a walker, sneakers or Crocs is the way to go. The Crocs have worked out for me because my feet aren't as bad. My feet are like dying by the time I get home, so it's not so bad. But yeah, and then after this portion of the video, I'll show you guys how long it took me and how many deliveries I made. Hopefully by the time I get home somebody else tips me, and that'll be very good. Another tip that I have, also another tidbit, is that when you're doing your deliveries, whether you're a walker or a biker, if you want to catch up on the points and you want to get the maximum amount of points, follow the direction of the map. Whatever the map is telling you, follow the direction. I know you see a lot of people in New York, for those of you that are New Yorkers, they're going from like, if traffic is going towards me, they're going towards traffic. Maybe they're on a different app, but for Uber, I realized if once you follow the app and what the app is telling you, it's not just the fact that you're picking up at certain places, but once you follow the app, it'll give you more points. And if you get to the places exactly when the time says, or even before, is even greater. However, I feel like the timing, it doesn't make sense sometimes, because it says, let's say there's a delivery that says like 13 minutes, and then the next thing you know, they're like, oh, you should be there in a minute, and it, mind you, it's like 800 feet. You're not gonna make it in a minute unless you're running, and you also have to take care of like traffic and the stops and everything. So I don't think Uber is like too cautious of or like paying attention to that. But I mean, it works as long as the customers are satisfied and they're giving you a thumbs up, you know, that's fantastic. So that was my experience today. So the next portion, I'll show you guys how much I made, etc.